Wine Library TV. Should I say Cheese Library TV? I'm your host, Gary Vaynerchuk, and I'm here with bearded man Everett. We are back. You might have saw us, what, September 9th? Or what was it?
9th or 10th, somewhere like...
Somewhere in that range. We did a show on the Cowgirl Creamery, right?
Correct.
And we talked about, we were enjoying it, and then you kind of brought a notion of, well, what you should see what happens in 3 weeks. And I was like, well, let's see what happens in 2 or 3 weeks. So we're here. And we're going to taste these beautiful cheeses again.
Yeah.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan's here. Mike Paul's, my son, baseball cards are here. And because of yesterday's fiasco with the Chianti where I was heartbroken, I figured I'd give no bullcrap today and just... It's really about the cheeses, but, you know, this is still Wine Library TV. I don't know if you know that. Yeah. So,
the name on the building.
Yes, absolutely. So, you know, I figured I would show people what I've been drinking as an everydayer for cheese from the Torrejón region in Spain. I'm in love with this wine. It's for, you know, the Dinules, the V Dinules white from Tarragona is really one of my favorite wines. It's an $8 wine. And what's awesome about this is it's 67.5% Mocabeo, which is a really interesting white grape, the most planted white grape in all of northern Spain. High volume grape. Really brings an interesting, you know, complexity, second tier flavor, doing a lot of damage in Rioja. Viura is the grape it's known there. 25% Xarel·lo, which is a great grape that we've done on the Thunder Show. 5% Chardonnay, and 2.5% Muscat to give it a little floral aspect. Give it a little sniffy sniff here, Ev. It's really interesting, isn't it? It's like almost like gasoline.
Yeah, there's definitely a petrol,
right?
But not in a offensive way. It's just kind of a...
No, I mean, listen, if you don't like the petrol, but it's definitely like a burnt rubber, like a BMX bike kind of thing going on.
I'm almost catching like super glue.
Like paste, right? Like
yeah,
the old paste that the kids, right? That's what
it
it is. Like that paste that you would eat when, like, kindergarten, like, you'd eat it. It's really interesting. And then, really, with some of the cheeses I've been having lately, I've been loving this little wine. You can tell it's got like medium acid, and it just kind of like nice like like a baked potato component that I like with like a little butter and like cauliflower-esque and kind of just a neat little white wine. You like it?
There's some. I mean, there's
something weird for you. Like you're off on this, right?
It's not.
Remember, it's transparency. You hate it.
No, it's not that.
Just say you hate it.
It has an interesting. The predominant complexity is weird. It's not that I hate it. It's just weird.
It'll be interesting to see what happens when we pair it with the cheeses. I think that'll really show. Now,
I thought you were about to pair it with the bubblegum in there.
Well, there's no bubblegum.
Okay, I know.
You're not.
Yeah, clearly.
No, this is Upper Deck 91. Upper Deck 91. This is classic stuff. Let's just see who's in here. Matt Williams. You remember him, Matt? Good third baseman. John Farrell. Can't remember him at all. Steve Buechele. I remember him as a Cubby. There's a little collector's Mike Mussina. I love how the fact Mike Mussina's still pitching. Uh-oh! Little Braves hologram. Matt. Little Atlanta Braves hologram. Eric Hansen, Mike Guthrie, Kiki Jones. This we have to show Brandon. Mott, this we have... Brandon, come here right now. This is going to be the greatest moment of Wine Library TV history. We need to specifically look at Brandon's face when I show him this. I'll tell you the story in a minute. Come here. I need to show you something. Bobby, what's up, man?
Sick.
You're sick? Get up for a second, Everett. I'm sorry. Everett's out. I want you to focus on Brandon's face when I show him this. You ready?
I'm ready. Wait.
This show is getting crazy. Now, Brandon is countering. Let me tell you a story about Kiki Jones. Brandon and I met in high school, freshman year. Everett, you can come back. And we got into baseball cards. I did shows, he did shows. And that's how we became friends, through baseball cards. I had a business selling cards. You've probably read or heard about it. Anyway, I always said to Brandon, every year you have to, you know, invest in a rookie. And so I did and he did. He invested in Kiki Jones.
Kevin Moss.
Kevin Moss was a whole nother story. I invested in Frank Thomas. All right, Everett, you're out again.
Oh.
Brandon, get in here. Mott, get in on this. Brandon has a signed Kiki Jones rookie card and baseball. I got this for him for his 30th birthday.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Brad, can you believe this?
My autograph is worth more than his. And that tells you something, because he's terrible.
But you have to put the autograph back in there. Brandon, this is my new thing on Wine Library TV. I open packs. Look at this. Tapani, one of your favorite Cubs.
Yes.
Brooke Jacoby. Jeff Hudson. Steve Avery. Look at young Steve Avery. Andy Hawkins, no-hitter and lost. Joe Carter. Touch them all, Joe. You'll never hit another bigger home run in your life.
Where's that pack?
Goes first. I've got packs now, and I'm opening one in every year.
What year are those?
Pass this on to a Braves fan.
91.
Braves hologram. All right, get in here, Everett. We've totally gone ballistic on the Thunder Show. Sorry, but it's a Friday. Brandon, you got to take your key. This is
All right.
This is what I got you for your
Take a
30th.
sign.
Come on.
That's right.
You want to tap it? Brandon, there's a lot of Cubs in here. Steve Bouchel. You loved him. You
That was
loved him.
awesome.
There you go, some Cubs. Okay, sorry. I promise. If you've left, I apologize. Anyway, Everett, talk to me about what these cheeses have been doing for the last 3 weeks, and what we should expect, or what you're hoping to see, or talk.
These have absolutely just been sitting there for the 3 weeks that it's been. I think we figured exactly pretty much.
In the
exactly 3
cooler
weeks.
downstairs.
No, actually in my full serve case downstairs. So not where anyone's
So what's
been.
the temperature there?
It's right at around 40, 42.
Okay,
which
so
is
it
a little
is
warmer than a.
so temperature controlled.
Right, it's warmer than your regular refrigerator
So-
at home, but it's not,
You
warm.
couldn't leave these for 3 weeks on the counter. Obviously, it would have
No.
spoiled, right? In the fridge, though, 3 weeks definitely.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's
And
how
by-
these have been kept, and for
And
that
in
much.
theory, if they were that in the fridge, it would be maturing a little slower because it was cooler, right?
Exactly.
So by you being a little warmer, sped up the process.
It speeds up just a little
Just
bit.
like wine.
It's nothing too crazy of speeding it up, but it's just enough to kind of I'm stunning the growth where it's not, it's not gonna last forever, but it's not gonna die tomorrow either. I mean, because with any of these cheeses you could leave out, especially these guys right now at this point, you could leave these out. If you left them out on the counter for 2 days straight without cutting them, the enzymes are really gonna like speed up and ripen it that much faster. It's gonna be softer. It's gonna be creamier. I was smelling this before when I opened it up, and this guy is probably gonna be insane right now, but it's on that tail end of where it's in its
Let's
prime.
do it. So we're going here first.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Once
cut
again, this
right
is
in
which
the
one?
middle. This is the Mount Tam. This is their straightforward classic
Yep.
triple cream. Look at that.
Yeah, it's gooier.
Oh, and
Yeah.
squeeze it. You almost feel dirty.
Oh, I always feel dirty. Hey, this is fun. All right.
All right, give that a try here. You can see right away just from peeling it off the knife, you already have a completely different consistency. A lot more mushroom on the rind to me.
So much more. I mean, this is like mushroom soup up in here.
And texturally, last time there was still a little bit of that drier, kind of more firmness on the inside. Now it's full on creamy throughout.
Cream City. Now, get into this wine. I think you're going to be fascinated by what happens here. So you remember what you were thinking about before. Now, did you also notice the nose already changed a little bit? Just the hair
Yes.
got a little lemony in comparison.
It brings out more,
The citrus.
I'm looking at more, not tawny port, but like a sherry. It's got like that nutty.
The matter is,
The two together is really, but I think it's the cheese is helping me identify the flavor in the wine better.
I agree, by the way. That's a good point. It's the lemony aspect, but on the back end, I get this gorgeous lemon kind of component, like spritzed lemon.
Yeah, there is. It's
kind of neat, isn't it?
It almost tastes effervescent without being effervescent.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any of the bubbles going on.
The
but they're
acid.
just, yeah.
The acid comes through a little bit more.
It's
Interesting.
definitely cutting through the fattiness of the cheese.
No question. All right, let's move on.
All right.
So, again, me being somebody who likes stinky cheese and like soft gooey, clearly, by letting it sit for 3 weeks, I got much more of the experience that I'm looking for. Much more. I mean, this is the and I'll be honest with you, I want it even a little stickier, a little gooier.
You'll definitely want this one a little bit because I
Let's
just
go.
cut into this guy. I'm still seeing a little bit of this, more
Yeah,
solid on the
it's-
inside.
Ma, take a look at this. This is really, if you can zoom in, you can see the difference. This has gone gooey all the way.
And this
Whereas-
will eventually, if we haven't cut it.
You see what's going on there, right in this spot right here. It's still kind of. Can you make that out, Mott? Good thing we got a nice little camera here. So. Did I do that? All right, so let's go into this one.
One thing that's really going to be different with this one is when we tasted this one before, you could get some of the herbs, but now it's been 3 more weeks of time for
Sucking it
really,
in?
just kind of
Okay.
sitting there,
see.
absorbing, getting that aromatics into the cheese a little bit deeper, so it should be more prevalent in the taste. One time, with time, the rind on this, with being the herbs on there, sometimes they will be a little bit bitter. The more aged this is, it's that dryness. Basically, all that flavor's kind of gone into the cheese, and there's nothing really left there. So if you get one of these and it's really old, sometimes you're not going to want to eat the rind, or the rind might be a little too offensive. But at this point, it should still be great. Not as mushroomy on the nose, though.
Not at all. But on the flip side, the greenness,
The density of it.
just like the herbaceous aspect
Oh.
of it. God, this is such a complex wine for $9. It blows my mind. I mean, the standard stuff that you get for $9 in the marketplace today. I like this pairing better.
Yeah.
Me too.
Really.
Yeah.
The herbs with it, it's pulling out more of the fruit in here.
This is nice.
This is
I get a
very
little bit
well.
of a kiwi component coming through now. I like that. I still like this a little bit better. I'm all about the gooey factor. But I assume this will go gooey in a
Yes.
month.
Oh, absolutely. Well, with this guy, another 2 weeks, kept in the refrigerator, it would have been like this consistency. But at that point, you might have been dealing with that kind of issue I was talking about with the rind.
The herbaceousness,
Yeah.
too bitter. Okay. Red Hawk, right?
This is the one I'm looking forward to. I was feeling on this guy the other day, and it is. We're still going to have the density because
Yeah,
I
it's
had mentioned
still pretty
before, the rind here is different than this, so the way it ripens is different. So you're
Much slower.
But
would-
this guy's
could-
still a little cold too. We didn't get to pull it out early enough. It's warm out. It's been sitting out for maybe half an hour.
Yep.
I'd rather it have been out for more like 2 hours.
Got it.
But even still, you can kind of see where the texture is not the same as it was last
No,
time. It
you
doesn't
can
have
see
it looks wetter rather than it's a dry
Sure.
crumbly. Plus, on the rind, you're looking at it being a lot shinier, stickier, moisture looking, and instead of being that kind of lighter, vibrant orange, it's kind of darkened up a little bit and gotten a little deeper in the color.
This has more of a sharpness to it than the other.
Well, as this ages, the rind becomes more prevalent and really has a huge impact on the overall flavor of the cheese. Because once you get this in your mouth, the aromatics of it, the volatile chemicals you're having coming into your nose, you can't avoid it because it's so much more strong than the mold that you have going on here. This bacteria gives you that barnyardy, that cow bunk.
The sheep butt.
I like it to be a little bit warmer. That's the
Yeah.
only thing I'm catching right now is it's
Yeah.
just a little too cold.
As you can tell, what I gravitate towards.
Still your favorite, huh?
Yeah, still my favorite. And to me, it's a gooiness game, right? Like, I mean, this has a lot of complex flavors. I mean, this is, to me,
I'd want something a little sweeter than this with wine-wise, I think.
yeah, I think you might be right. It wasn't my favorite pairing either. This is like the most selfish episode of Wine Library TV. Like, I'm just sitting here, like, loving life, like, not even worrying about the audience. I think, what's so fascinating about this episode for me is watching the evolution of the cheese. I mean, Mott, you're not going to get away. Link it up. I think it'll be a lot of fun for people to kind of see the texture. Mott, if you're in the mood, because today's show's kind of short, you've got all day tomorrow. If you're in the mood, I'm not putting you on the spot, so don't boo him if he doesn't. But if you want to chop a little bit, can you chop a little? Like, remember the picture of like what it looked like before and what it looks like now? Do you think that's something you can fool around with, or is that just give it a whirl? I love how you give it a whirl if you can, if you can, and if you can do it now. Show them side by side. There you go, over my voice. But yeah, I know that. Give it a whirl, see what happens. Because I think it's fascinating. I don't know if you remember off the top of your head like how dry this was, and I was thinking Michelle did the first one. Got it. Michelle did that one.
Yeah.
Got it. But
She didn't like cheese.
yeah, that's right. I remember now.
Yeah, the Red Hawk with this wine, I have to say, is kind of an off-putting
not a
pairing.
good pairing.
That's-
By far with the wine, the middle guy for sure. To me, though, if you're looking for very complex, off the beaten path white wine under $10, you're gonna be hard pressed to find anything like this.
It's very interesting.
It's very interesting, and I think a lot of people would be put like in a weird place by this, but this is pushing your boundaries of your palate, and when you can do that at a $10 and under price point, that's exciting to me.
Well, it's the same way I feel with cheeses. When I find cheeses that are a great value, that I mean, it's the same principle. It's a cheese. Sure. It tastes like it's a $50 a pound cheese, but it's only $12 a pound. Mm-hmm. The same concepts that you're dealing with with wine. There are cheeses that do that. Now these, bring what they say they're going to bring, but you're also paying for it. It's one of those where.
Why don't you fill in the Maniacs on the post-game show after our episode aired? Did you feel were Maniacs coming into the store?
Yes. Now people definitely were receptive. I was telling you earlier, I had people coming in going, Everett. Like, that's my name, but I don't know you. Which is fun, because now you guys are all seeing me, and
that's awesome.
You're coming in and buying stuff and talking to me about it. But I had multiple people coming in and really having like full-on discussions, wanting to know more about what I was bringing in. And like I was telling them, because multiple people came in, and literally within 2 days after shooting that, every cheese we had was gone. I think most everything was gone even before the video even posted. But since then, we've gotten in more cheeses. But I've had people coming in and wanting to know about those and really kind of walking through all of them and being able to expose them to the other cheeses that we were getting.
And what's fun about the gourmet department is you can sample them a little bit.
Everything.
Which is rad.
We sample everything.
That's how we get fat. You're looking good.
Trying.
The beard is putting on most of your weight.
It does. I would look 12 and 55 pounds if I shaved, but...
Ma, you should shave.
No. Absolutely not.
Ma, your hair is so long.
You got to do
Saturday.
Saturday?
He needs to shave just the chin to have the old man style.
At the end of the day, this might be my favorite episode of Wine Library TV in a long time. Brandon came in, we talked about Kiki Jones, we're having fun. I mean, this whole vibe of this episode is really what I believe in the wine world, in the food world, in life. I mean, friends and family and just enjoying each other, hanging out, trying different things, trying different pairings. Expand your palate, people. It is the game. Expand that palate. Try different things. Bring different people. Knock on your neighbor's door. You want to drink some wine? I mean, you only get one shot. It's only one life. And you know what? Getting out of your comfort zone, trying some different things, trying different cheeses. This is a very weird wine.
It is.
Very weird. And I'm like so into it because I love the fact that there is weird wine for $8. $8? Anyway, question of the day. What should we ask them? You know what? I'd love to know what people's favorite cheese is. I don't know if
I think
we've asked that?
I think we asked it last time, and we did get some pretty good responses.
Yeah, you saw some cool stuff?
We had to look through.
You bring in anything?
Did I bring in anything as far as bringing something
based
new?
on like 4 different people saying that was their favorite cheese? Was there anything like that? Did you see anything like that?
Nothing that was... No one, I don't think, came out strongly enough selling me their favorite cheese. There were a lot of people saying, I like this cheese, or I like this cheese, or I kind of like this general style. But, I mean, there were a few people that were... there was someone that was really big for pushing Jasper Hill stuff, and it even put a link up for that stuff. Good luck getting it. I can't
Jasper
even. Yeah,
Hill
it's
I know.
really hard to get. But hopefully we will be getting some in soon.
Trust me, once I get focused,
we'll have to do
it. Oh, another beep. Sorry. Beep. Question of the day. No Jets game, so no official score. Give me your lock of the week. Let's go football up in here. What is your lock of the week? Give me a little score. And tell me what wines you're drinking this weekend as well. Leave some comments. We love you. Next week, gonna rock it out. Have some crazy wines for you. Hope everybody's well. We'll see you next time. You, with a little bit of me, we're changing the cheese world, whether they like it or not.